All right, good morning. Your time right now is 5:59 on this Monday.
Yeah, coming up on DC News Now, the details of a mass shooting in Baltimore leaving two dead and almost 30 injured. Jackie, we are also tracking severe storms on this DMV first warn day.
Yeah, it looks to be later on this afternoon. We'll be watching as that cold front swings through, and that will be the culprit for any of those stronger thunderstorms that do pop up. Latest details and timing coming up.
Well, saving money for the 4th of July, we're breaking down the latest prices for cookout items to help you budget for your party.
And we'll compare student loan repayment plans for you after the Supreme Court blocked President Biden's plan for student loan relief.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James.
And I'm Tosin Fakile. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Filling in for Tanaya Wright. Shanika's here and Jackie with what you need to know about weather and your morning commute. But we'll start off taking a live look outside. And one word for today is muggy.
Yes.
And Jackie, that's like the least of our worries.
Yeah, yes, the least of our worries, just because today's a DMV first warn day, not for the heat and humidity, but it's going to be for those scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some of those could be on the stronger side later on this afternoon. Thinking the time frame for the onset of some of these showers and storms will be 2 p.m. onwards. So just keep that in mind for later on this afternoon. We're taking a live look over the Washington Monument, though. Looks A-OK right now, but we'll become a bit more active on the radar later on today. We did see a few of those showers firing up right along the I-81 corridor, but those have since faded away. We're tracking partly cloudy skies for much of the region right now, a little bit after sunrise. Those temperatures, those are starting off upper 60s back over towards the mountains, upper 70s though, DC, low 70s, Hagerstown, 74 right now in Fredericksburg, just jumped up to 80 in Lexington Park. It is a humid start to the day. We're seeing those dew points into low 70s. That's more of that tropical feel to the air, and that's going to be sticking around through the day today. Ahead of that cold front, once that cold front does move through, that's when we're going to be tracking those showers and storms firing up, and some of those could be on the strong to severe side. Thinking gusty winds will be the main culprit, but also heavy downpours are possible. I'll have the latest details and timing with that Futurecast map coming up. But Shanika's here with the on-point look at the traffic map. How's it looking?
All right, we're looking at Northern Virginia. This is 395 heading northbound over the 14th Street Bridge, and everything is A-OK. I'm not tracking any delays as so far so good. We are looking at a road closure, though, so this is on 15 heading north and southbound, and this is just past Luckett's Road. When you're heading north, you will see a road closure because of a serious crash and investigation. Now, same thing in Maryland. This is in Tacoma Park off of New Hampshire Avenue, and that's right between Linden Lane and University Boulevard. You are seeing police on scene, so you're just going to have to take a detour around 650 if this is your normal way of traveling.
All right, Shanika, thank you. Your time right now is 6:02.
And a quick look at your Know and Go headlines this morning. One man is in custody after police say he killed a woman and 2 dogs during a string of carjackings in PG County, Maryland. Officials say they stopped the man in D.C. after he got into a shootout with a police officer and attempted to steal another car.
And 2 people are dead and 28 others hurt after a mass shooting. It happened at a block party in Baltimore yesterday morning. Now, Baltimore's mayor responding, saying his office will not stop until they find the person or people responsible.
And millions of Americans hit the road to celebrate the 4th of July holiday. AAA says the Washington metro area saw some of the worst traffic in the entire country. Meantime, some people say they opted to not travel this year as rising inflation and heavy traffic kept them off the roads. And heads up, roads are back open outside the White House after an investigation into an unknown item in that area. That is according to Secret Service. Officials say they found the item around 9 last night. DC Fire and EMS responded to the scene to evaluate. Secret Service officials say the investigation showed the unknown item was not hazardous.
Many questions this morning after a mass shooting in Baltimore left 2 people dead and nearly 30 others injured. Officials say it happened at a block party. Investigators say an 18-year-old woman and 20-year-old man died. Neighbors and local leaders expressing frustration about what they're calling growing gun violence.
A mass shooting where a disagreement turns into 28 people shot. This is insanity.
You gotta stop this. This is not just because you're out of school. It doesn't mean that you go around and shoot people.
Authorities say 9 people were taken to local hospitals. They tell us 20 other people walked to hospitals with their injuries. And a man is in police custody this morning after going on a crime spree in Maryland and D.C. Sunday afternoon.
That's right, and that man accused of carjacking multiple people and shooting and killing a woman and 2 dogs in broad daylight. The crime spree started in PG County, and that's where we find DC News Now's Lex Juarez. She's live at police headquarters this morning. Lex, where do things stand right now?
Right now, that man is in D.C. jail. He has to be arraigned on his charges there in D.C. before he's sent back here to Prince George's County, where he faces some more serious charges, such as murder. Now, the crime spree started here in Prince George's County. Like you said, that was on Addison Road. Police say that the suspect carjacked someone there and then drove that car to Central Avenue. Well, on Central Avenue, he tried carjacking a woman who tried to run away from him. He shot and killed that woman and then carjacked someone else. Well, he drove away again from the scene there inside of the second stolen car. Well, inside of that car, there were 3 dogs. He killed 2 of the dogs that were inside of that car, and then he drove into Northeast D.C. at 52nd and Sheriff Road Northeast. That's where he tried to carjack another person when Capitol Heights police caught up with him. There was a shootout between him and a police officer, and he was taken into custody. Well, good news is that during that shootout with police, no one was hurt, not police, any bystanders, or that suspect, and he was taken into custody at that moment. Now, police say that it is very rare that they see any kind of suspect or anyone who has such a disregard for life as this suspect did. Right now, there are 2 ongoing investigations into what happened yesterday with this crime spree that's here in Prince George's County and at the D.C. Police Department. Those are ongoing, and as we get more information, we'll bring it to you right here on D.C. News Now. For now, live in Upper Marlboro, I'm Lex Juarez. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Lex, for that update. Your time right now is 6:05, and as we prepare for 4th of July festivities, it is important to keep in mind veterans suffering from PTSD. Loud noises from fireworks can trigger traumatic flashbacks. Experts suggest veterans who will be near fireworks shows stay close to friends and family and also find something to ground them in the present.
It's important for the veteran to know when the fireworks are going off. Once they're aware of it, it's not a big shock, so they can prepare themselves for it.
And as a reminder, setting off your own fireworks is illegal in Virginia, the district, and Maryland.
All right, large crowds, intense heat, and loud noises could impact your pets over the holiday, and one veterinarian is suggesting keeping your pets at home and finding some ways to distract them as well.
Fireworks generally are not set off until after dark. So if you prepare before that for your pet to be in a safe place, maybe you play some music at home so they just don't hear the loud noises. The other thing is sometimes we use medication, like a sedative that you can get from your veterinarian.
Pets can safely enjoy parts of the barbecue as well. The veterinarian suggests only pieces of watermelon, but also says not to feed them bones or corn on the cob because it can hurt their intestines. Experts also say hosting a cookout for the 4th of July will likely cost a little less than last year.
Yeah, a little bit of good news. And the American Farm Bureau Federation reports prices lower than last year's record high, but this is still the 2nd highest on record. Correspondent Anna Warnicki breaks down what's being done to lower prices.
This year's Independence Day celebrations are costing Americans less. According to the American Farm Bureau Federation, a dinner for 10 will cost 3% less than last year.
A cost of $67.73 to put together a cookout for 10 people with things like pork chops and hamburgers and chicken breasts.
Roger Cryan, the group's chief economist, says while the estimated $7 per person is a slight drop from last year,
chicken breasts and eggs are both down.
The cost is still the 2nd highest on record.
We're down 3% from last year, but that's still 14% higher than 2 years ago.
Cryan says that has a lot to do with inflation, driving up prices for hamburger buns and ground beef.
The price of a bag of chips up 7.9%. Ice cream and popsicles, 8% more.
Tennessee Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn blames President Biden's policies for the high prices.
Our president and the Democrats have made life too expensive to afford every single day of the year.
But President Biden says his policies to fight inflation are working.
Today, inflation is less than half less than half of what it was a year ago.
The president says the war in Ukraine is largely to blame for any price jump. And he says his administration will keep working to bring relief to Americans and their wallets.
Bringing down inflation remains one of my top priorities.
In Washington, I'm Anna Warnicki.
All right, your time right now, 6:08, and the market for legal recreational marijuana is now open to roughly 4 million people in Maryland. Before it became legal on Saturday, only about 163,000 could legally buy marijuana for medical purposes. Peak Relief in Rockville is one of about 100 stores across the state that now sells recreational marijuana. The owner of the store is among those who pushed for legislation. He says he did not expect to be on the forefront of such a historic change in Maryland.
You know, I didn't expect when I first got this license to get involved in the legislative side of things. I didn't expect to be testifying in the Senate and testifying in the House and trying to fight for the rights of the people of Maryland.
State regulators estimate recreational marijuana could generate as much as $600 million in sales during the first year. And if you live in Virginia, recreational marijuana is set to be legalized there summer next year.